Good morning from Big Sky Country. I'm Stacy, owner of Montana Used Bricks. I just wanted to take time to thank everybody who commented on my video last week. It was a really rough 2 weeks before that because of being sick, and it certainly knocked me for a loop. And I think part of my issue with working while I was sick so that I didn't get any rest. So by the time I did my video, I was tired and just didn't want to deal with anything. But I do have to say that once I vented, I felt much better, especially once I got into the following work week and I was able to get back in the office, get more of a routine. I was still tired, but not nearly as bad as I had been the week before. So I'm still on the mend, but it was definitely a better week. I've had a better attitude, at least about the Lego, not so much about my day job, but that's a whole nother drama. There's been a lot of stress with that, which has added probably to my burnout on Bricklink as well, just because there has been a lot of stress with my day job. All of that aside, I did talk to my husband about possibly closing the store for a little while because of feeling a little bit burnt out. We discussed it, and I do have a 4-day weekend coming up. I planned on taking the Friday before President's Day off to work on Lego. So I'm most likely going to close my store for 10 full days, which is a very scary prospect for me. I plan on closing my store from the 15th of February to the 24th. However, I'm going to be completely closed the first 5 days. The second 5 days I will be closed, but I will give buyers the option of using a password if they're willing to wait for their orders. I'm hoping that during this time I will not only relax a little bit, but I will work on inventory. We've had some really good orders since the end of January, and it has really depleted our inventory. We're now down to 95,000 parts, and I was so close to 100,000 just before we got a really big order, which I'm thrilled about. I didn't bulk at it. It was something that I was actually glad to get because with being closed for 10 days this month, I was a little bit worried about making enough money to be able to pay for expenses even though I was going to be closed, and that really helped. I am still a little worried about closing for 10 days, but the comments have been very positive. A lot of people said they've done that either for family reasons or whatever, and when they've come back, it might have been a little slow for the first couple of days, but things picked right back up to where they were. So I'm not as worried about losing customers. I am still worried about the loss of income on the Bricklink side during that time period, but I do think it will be really beneficial for me to walk away for a little while, at least from the ordering side of it. Like I said, I still plan on doing inventory, but like I told my husband this morning, if I'm just not into it, I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to beat myself up for not working on the Lego. There's lots of other stuff I can be doing and enjoying and trying to relax and come back more focused. I do have a little bit of a fear that if I walk away for 10 days and not do anything, that I'm going to go, oh, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. And that's a big fear when you have built a shop specifically for your business and you've invested quite a bit of money and you still have containers full of Lego to put into inventory. It's a little bit of a scary prospect, but it's something that I'm going to need to address if it does happen. I don't think it will. I really do enjoy this business. Even this week, even though I was tired from getting back to work, I was still enjoying being out here and working on inventory and doing some of the orders. But thankfully, my husband helped me with a lot of the orders because some of them, like I said, we've started out really well in February, so there was some big orders. So I just want to say that Bricklink burnout is probably a common thing I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels this, especially when you're working a full-time job besides doing this, and if you have a family. And I'm lucky because I don't have kids at home. My son does live in town with my grandkids, and we do get to see him, and we do have some family time, but we don't have that day-to-day family obligation that a lot of people have. And I very much admire the people that work the 40-hour-a-week job, take care of their family, and still have time to run their Bricklink business successfully. I really admire you. I'm really looking forward to retiring. I have less than 5 years left, and when I retire, we are planning on using the Bricklink for our retirement income. So I don't want to give this up. And like I said, I do enjoy it. It's just that right now, with everything that's going on, with being as sick as we were, having the office complications that I've had to deal with in the last month, and we're still really understaffed, even more so now, that I'm having to still put in a lot of extra hours at my day job. It's just one of those things. This is the way life goes. I would be interested to hear if anybody else has had the Bricklink burnout and what you did to kind of combat that. Did you take time off? Did you just plow through it? Did you just take, a couple of days? I'd be interested to hear how you dealt with that. So this isn't a very long video today. Even though I am feeling much better, I'm still really tired by the end of the day. And even though it's only 11:15 right now on Saturday morning, we've already processed a half a dozen orders, went grocery shopping, had breakfast, and did some chores in the house. I'm already exhausted, and it's not even noon. But I do hope to get some inventory in this weekend and just try to focus on the positives of having the Bricklink store and the things that I do enjoy about it. My favorite thing to do is to put parts in inventory. I find it very relaxing. So that's what I'm kind of focusing on right now, and my husband is helping me with the orders so I don't have a bad attitude, because what's the point of putting it in the inventory if I don't sell it? I realize that. I had somebody who watches my video watch the video last week and make the comment that like, oh, I'm sorry I ordered from you. I'm not. Thank you very much for ordering. So I am going to leave it at there. I hope that everyone is having a good week, and hopefully next week I will have maybe more of an instructional type video. Most likely it'll just be a vlog, but we'll see what happens this week. Hope you all are doing well, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.